down in a corner, shaking so bad I thought she'd seize up dead.
What? What is that? What the hell? Oh, I am sore from my workout, people. I am sore. I am the god of thunder. But man, I am not the god of recovery. Welcome back, super friends and super family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder, and today I'm reacting to episode 7 of The Haunting of Hill House. So, I feel like things are really coming to a head as we had, the last 2 episodes were just excellent, so well acted, so well written, just amazing pieces of television that I will definitely be returning to and rewatching. So moving forward, I don't know where things are going. As I've kind of thought this whole time, I'm not hopeful for a very happy ending. The 2 big questions that I really want to see the answer to is what exactly happened with the mom. Did she actually commit suicide? And what role did the dad play in her death? I still don't fully trust him. I don't think that he killed her. I think that's too dark and too evil for him. But I feel like there's going to be some type of reveal, right? I feel like there's still that central mystery around what happened. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. As always, if you do want to see the full unedited reaction, that's up on Patreon. Thank you very much to everyone who supports there. If you want to see next week's episode, that's up on Patreon as well for early access. All right, let's get started. The Haunting of Hill House, episode 7. I honestly hope that we get to see more of Nellie, even though we had that full episode kind of showing everything that happened with her. That actress, I forget her name, I'm going to have to look it up afterwards, but she was just so great in episode 5, and she's just such a great character. She's probably my favorite character in the show so far, so I hope that wasn't the last that we see of her. That is a man who is haunted by, literally haunted in the case of this show, but you can just see the weight of emotions on his face.
Oh, it's no problem. Clothes okay?
Yeah, they're interrogating him, so of course they're being polite.
Kids are fine. I just checked on them. They went down Jan.
Yeah, they totally suspect him of murder. That's the most, obvious explanation, I feel like. Statistically, that's what usually happens.
I've been up all night. I've probably said some crazy stuff.
Of course, I understand that. We all understand that.
Oh, very understanding. It's such a tactic to get people to talk.
Dead in the middle of the night, and we're talking to them, of course.
I wonder what the kids told the cops. Like, did they talk about ghosts or how the house was haunted?
You leave a lawyer up. Suddenly, we can't fix this.
Come on, everyone knows you should always lawyer up. It's just, even if you're innocent, it's just safe to have a lawyer.
Talk about what happened last night.
I hope this episode finally shows what actually happened that night. I'm so curious. I haven't been able to figure it out. I feel like this is the #1 reason why I don't suspect the dad, is it seems like he's talking to his wife. That's who I'm assuming he's talking to. That could be a crazy misdirection.
That's right.
How come we've never met you?
I don't care about their order.
How do you answer that question?
Where have you been? You missed.
Yeah, what was up with you and Theo, my friend? What happened?
Okay, I'll go in a minute, but can we just
You're already on your way.
close? I didn't bring any of my... Okay.
That was like the death stare. You leave when someone looks at you like that.
If you want to lecture someone, lecture Theo.
Wonder where she gets that from.
Okay, wow. So it is his wife.
Super localized. Maybe like 2 miles wide.
Or maybe it's a haunted tornado that's just focusing on your house where your kids have all seen ghosts, my friend.
This wall feels squishy.
Careful, what if it collapses? Reason number 10,000 to leave this house. It's gonna be brutal because he obviously can't and wasn't able to.
Father Mucker. No.
Careful. Don't get too close to a dark opening in a haunted house.
This black mold is dangerous to breathe. Go along.
You gotta grab your COVID mask if you want to stay down here. I mean, I bet they've invested so much in this house, and since this is his job, that they can't really afford to leave. Or something much worse than rats. Wait, hold on. What's in that picture? Get away from there. Get away from there. Okay. Yeah, that's freaky. That looked like a face.
Yeah, I bet Cheryl's in a mood.
Can I come in?
I mean, I don't think Theo would just cheat with Shirley's husband like that, so I feel like she should, if she wasn't, she should explain what happened.
Right? Doesn't he?
Guess so.
Theo's like, let me have some more coffee before we have this talk.
Up. Even by Crane standards.
Come on. There's no way she actually just, like, was making out with Shirley's husband.
Never gonna talk to me again.
I don't think Theo would do that, even if she was drunk.
You tried. As best as you could. I should have met you halfway.
This doesn't have to do with Steve's money, does it?
Enjoy your coffee.
I mean, I am glad that Theo is being nice to her father, because I feel so bad for him.
Where is it? Where's the damage?
Second floor hallway behind the library wall.
Man, I love the way they transition back and forth, and like, I forget the technical term of that style of editing. I was just watching a video on that, but it's really neat. It really is a seamless way to jump back and forth. And that shot with the wife out of focus in the background, beautiful.
Plans, none of them match. This house is schizophrenic. Someone...
That's a great way to describe a house.
Have you actually looked everywhere?
Everywhere but one room. There's one room we don't.
Oh, nothing like some forced water damage from the other side to drive you into the most haunted room of the whole house.
No, he's not a kid.
See, the dad does seem like he really did try. I really hope he's not involved in his wife's death.
It wasn't us.
Yeah, if you have, you know, parental difficulties because you were attacked by a swarm of ghosts, that's really not on you. I agree with his wife's words of comfort. This show is just one sad emotion after another. There's too much time spent at funerals.
I didn't get a chance last night to tell you how proud I am of you. 90 days.
It's okay to just sit. Just be with him. You don't have to talk.
Great words of advice. Man, that would be amazing. Imagine if you had, you know, a loved one who passed away, but then was able to keep you company, like talking to you as you know, live the rest of your life. Man, I'm not a fan of that guy.
Hangover. Mix beer and tomato juice and power it down.
Does it work?
I've never tried that. Does it work? Who has tried that? Beer and tomato juice.
So you're saying the best hangover remedy is heroin?
Well,
By a mile.
I kind of like that moment of dark humor between the two siblings.
You didn't tell me that your sister died. I just wanted to support you.
I don't think this is appropriate either. Come on, you can't just show up unannounced. This is inappropriate. I mean, it's good you care, but what are you doing? I mean, they're being friendly enough.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we knew. Your mom, was about 8.
See, Steve, your dad thinks that all this water is coming from that red room upstairs.
I mean, the source of your problems is the red room, but there's more than water up there. Wait, what does he say? What is wrong?
As dear in the love of there as the love of here. Think of her still as the same, I say. She's not dead. She's just away.
Poor Shirley, man. Good for Luke.
I was born 90 seconds before Nell. And I'd use that too. You know, if we had a fight or, and she'd let me get away with it.
Of course
I mean,
she would.
No, she knew it was.
That's just the kind of person Nellie was. She was just so sweet.
So she dropped me off. And you go in there and you bring my brother back. But she was always my big sister.
Come on, Luke. That was amazing. What an amazing eulogy to give about your sister. And if there's any reason to push through and stay sober, it's for her sake.
But maybe she could use a little time away from the house.
Are they really bad? Like, are the blueprints completely off? I mean, I do feel like this guy is trying to help. I don't think he's trying to be disrespectful.
We ended up buying it from Miss Hill, and we're still there. And she'd be scattered. Towards the end, she'd wander into the woods at night barefoot.
Okay.
I swear I could hear her out there, giggling like a schoolgirl in love to a suitor. And she'd sleep out there sometimes too.
Yeah, I'd say that's more than scattered. I wonder if he suspects that this place is haunted.
Clara got pregnant. Our first, a real blessing. But, Miss Hill made her keep on working.
Oh, come on, really?
My little girl's stillborn. But the nightmares she had. They had her down in a corner, shaking so bad I thought she'd seize up dead. Be crying. Here's another rooms too. And she... I'll be damned, but I heard it too, and I...
What are you doing back here after something like that happens?
That was my first little girl's cry. We stopped coming here after dark.
Well, at least you did that.
Maybe a little time away would do the
Good for this guy, honestly, for giving that advice and speaking up. I like that guy, and that was an amazing monologue. That actor, he just stole the scene out of nowhere.
Steve?
I feel like Shirley must feel so alone right now.
You know, I was talking to Theo this morning.
I don't think she's gonna want to hear this.
Your problems, we all do.
Listen to your wife. Listen to her. She's giving you good advice. Leave it alone. Give her some space. Talk about the Shirley space.
Did Theo tell you what she did?
No.
Oh my gosh. Oh, jeez.
Dad?
Oh.
It's okay. It was an accident.
Oh, jeez. Hurry up. Hurry up. Cover that up and rush to the hospital. I don't know if you're gonna be able to force your way in. And I don't even know if you want to. Do we want to see what's in the red room? I mean, you could pull a Shining and smash it down with an axe. Dang. Talk about a transition from physical pain to emotional pain.
Don't.
What the heck?
It was Mom and Nellie. Hey, stop it.
Oh, come on, Steve. You saw Nellie too in the first episode. Don't act like he's crazy.
I've seen things this week, but it's not real. It's not.
Oh, he's still in denial.
Because it's in our genes. It's a sickness.
I could see that. Maybe he really just thinks this is a serious form of mental illness. Like maybe even schizophrenia where you like see things. What is she doing?
Live.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, come on. She needs help. She clearly needs help.
Something you're...
What? I'm what?
You need help.
You drew it again and again.
Come on, let's not argue. Let's get some professional help. I mean, obviously it's ghosts in this situation, but if you don't know that, like, she's clearly sick. Okay, maybe it was okay she showed up.
You did good. Finish your drink.
You did do good. Or did well.
I'm just so proud of you. And you're doing so well. Top. Okay, just keep it up.
Yeah, you're doing great too. You know, really making a serious effort to show him appreciation and love when that can't be easy when you haven't seen your kids for so many years. Wait, why was that shot on the purse? Don't tell me that Luke like stole money for drugs or something. That better not be why they showed that. I would say that sounds way too loud for rats, but I've honestly had mice in my place before, and they're actually really loud. What was that? Did something grab him? Oh my gosh. Who was that, though?
Himself in. The tools were in there with him.
Dang. That's like that Edgar Allan Poe story a little bit, right?
This doesn't require that you disclose you've had any death on the premises to any potential buyer.
Really? That's crazy. I would not be happy if I bought a house and, you know, found out later that a bunch of people had died in there. I feel like even as an adult and as a skeptic, I would be a little bit, you know, freaked out if I was hearing noises in a house that had such a reputation for being haunted. Even if the dad doesn't have like a full-on happy ending, I hope he does achieve some level of peace.
I'll be around at the hotel later if you want to get a drink or...
Well, I'm an early flight, too.
Yeah, right.
Come on, Steve. He's making an effort. You could at least spend some time with your dad before he leaves.
I'm sorry I didn't talk. And I'm sorry I didn't listen. And it's the regret of my life. I'm so sorry.
You fly safe.
Shit.
No, don't tell me Luke took the money.
Can't find my credit
Oh, don't tell me after he was doing so well.
My car is gone.
What do you mean?
I mean, my car is gone.
I wonder if Luke went to Hill House. Please, I would prefer that to him doing drugs.
You went outside about an hour.
Can't even last one day?
An hour.
Is that dirt from where they buried Nellie?
Oh, God.
Shirley just can't get a break. Oh my gosh. What? What is that? What the hell? But they both saw that. If two people see the same thing, you have to know that was real.
When we and I can.
Oh, Shirley's not gonna believe that. What are we gonna see? What are we gonna see in this room?
Down to the red room.
I mean, it so obviously wasn't. I feel like the investigator can tell he's lying. Are they really going to end the episode there? All right, so that is episode 7 of The Haunting of Hill House. Man, no one can catch a break in this show. This is just hardship after hardship for every member of the family. I did like a huge credit to the dad. You know, he really made a serious effort, I feel like, with all of his children. And in a situation where that can't be easy, you know, I think that this episode portrayed really well kind of the awkwardness and the difficulty that can happen when, you know, a semi-estranged or fully estranged parent who hasn't seen their adult children for years. That is a challenging situation to communicate. And I think that was really demonstrated so clearly in that when he tried to say goodbye to Steve, you know, and he had his wife who I don't fully know if she's literally a ghost. I think she is, just knowing the show and how many supernatural events there are. But she was really speaking the things that he wanted to say to his son. But those are hard words to say, you know. And I think it kind of continues on the theme that we saw, you know, in episode 5 with Nellie, where she was seeing all her family members tell her things that she really needed to hear. And they're simple things, but they're not easy to say. There's just something about, I don't know if it's about a level of emotional honesty or there's fear of the person responding poorly. You know, he was trying to talk with Shirley in the car and, you know, she kind of lashed out at him. So I actually don't know what the answer is. In fact, let me ask you that in the comments. You know, I feel like that's something that almost everyone experiences with either friends or family members or even, you know, your spouse. What makes it so difficult sometimes to say those things that you feel in your heart and that you want to say, to reach out to someone and say sorry or say I love you, or, you know, just talk about those serious issues that you've dealt with through the years. What makes that so difficult sometimes to do? But I think this episode portrayed that really well, and I really thought that it was just a misunderstanding with Theo and with Shirley's husband. That was really what I thought. But Theo seemed so guilty this episode. Now I'm thinking, was she drunk? Just like, I mean, she obviously was drunk, but was she just so drunk that he made an advance towards her and she kind of responded? I didn't think that. I really thought Theo wouldn't do that, but she seemed like she really thought that she, you know, crossed a line and hurt Shirley in kind of an irreparable way. So that makes me think like maybe something actually did happen, which is really rough, you know. But I really do like that Theo responded well to her dad trying to make an effort, even though that can't be easy after years and years of not communicating in that sense. And I'm also really curious, this is now moving forward to this episode. Of course, we left on the cliffhanger of like what's actually in the red room. What's my theory? I think that the mom was killed by ghosts in the house, and not maybe literally killed, but she was driven to commit suicide in a way where she's really not culpable. And when the dad went into the red room, I'm gonna assume we're gonna see the mom surrounded by ghosts or talking to ghosts or even dead in the red room with ghosts. That's gonna be my theory, on the record, guessing before we finally figure out what is there. I'm dying to know. I'm gonna jump right into the next episode. And then the other thing I was going to say, I'm curious about moving forward. Theo just saw a ghost with her dad at the same time. So I feel like, you know, they now have that understanding together. So I'm hoping they can kind of join forces to maybe reach out and communicate to the family, maybe, and get them to understand that these spirits are reality, and we're dealing with something more than simply mental illness in the family. But that's going to be rough at the same time because all the relationships are so frayed between them. It's just nothing. There is no easy solution. I will definitely say that. But as always, thank you to everyone who is supporting on Patreon. The full reaction to this episode is up there right now. Next week's reaction is up there as well. Thank you so much to everyone for watching here on YouTube. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.